EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Chargers. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On first down, Justin Herbert. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And once again, it's Eskridge. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. It's complete to Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a 38-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fuller run show Fatukasi. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So Herbert off, and on is Tristan Vizcaino for the Charger field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Carr completes it. 7 yards the pickup there.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Sheds off the tackle, and they move this all the way down to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. A beautiful fake. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Herbert off of play action. Herbert has it knocked free.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Herbert. He finds Robinson. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Touchdown, Chargers. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7.
Chargers 10, Raiders 7.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 15.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Carr to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll find Eskridge here complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
On the option, here's Eckler. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Trayvon Merrick on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Raiders.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Herbert on 3rd down now. And that is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So Herbert off, and on is Tristan Vizcaino for the Charger field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive,
and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
At the 25-yard line, the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Carr now on 1st down. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. From the 27, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for Vegas.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Carr now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Carr. This is caught. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 2.
16, Raiders 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A handoff. It's Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Eckler going to get it again on second down. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the #2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're #2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And the Raiders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
There. But the 9 picks
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Carr to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, now Carr. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there for the Raiders. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. On play action, it's Carr. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And the Raiders are going to be looking at a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Carson. Been good. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 101 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Eckler, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. A big play there for L.A. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 7-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards, the pickup there.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. Hunter Renfro, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. Carr will look to throw. eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Chargers.
Herbert on first down now. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's David Arnett picking it off. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Raiders extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. 110 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They've got his man complete. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He's going to try and go deep again. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Herbert back to the air. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. On 1st down, Justin Herbert looking for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the